If you start today, in 2 weeks you'll feel stronger. In 1 month you'll notice changes. In 2 months your family and friends will notice. In 3 to 4 months everyone will notice. In 5 to 6 months, everyone will ask how.
Now that you know just how long it takes to change your health and change your body, what's keeping you from getting started today? Is it because you would describe yourself as lazy and unmotivated? Don't worry if that's you, because in this video, I'll be covering some tips and tactics on how to get over your laziness and get your ass up and moving. Now that you know just how long it would take to totally transform your body and your overall health, what's keeping you from getting started today? If you're the type of woman that describes yourself as being lazy and unmotivated, well, that excuse is not going to be valid for too much longer, because I got some clips here to share with you of the tactics that other women use to get over their lazy and unmotivated mindset and into one that gets them up and moving and pushing them towards their health goals. If you want to get on track just like these ladies, keep watching the video and let's get into it. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, where I take a common sense approach to eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle. If you're new to my channel, my name is Achidi, and I'm both a personal trainer and food educator with over 17 years of experience helping people just like you achieve their health and fitness goals without serving them up a hot plate of BS or overwhelming them with misinformation. Today is going to be a very helpful video because I'm addressing the topic of the lazy mindset. And since I looked and most of my audience is ladies, I'm tailoring it just for you all, as I have 4 clips of some of the mindset shifts that ladies are using to go from a lazy and unmotivated mindset to one that is all about getting it done. So before I get into all the helpful information, I'm going to ask you to help me. I want you to help me grow my channel so I can help get this information out to as many people as possible. And I just need you to do 2 small things. The first one is hit that like button down at the bottom. That will help get this video pushed to more eyeballs. And secondly, you can actually send this video to someone that you know will benefit from it by hitting the share button. Do those 2 things, it'll help me grow my channel and it will help other people receive this information. And speaking of information, I got a freebie for you. Every Sunday, I put out an email newsletter that I fill with some simple information that you can put into play each and every week. And if you want to start receiving that today, all you got to do is go down to the video description and tap the link to get signed up. It will cost you nothing. So we got the business out the way. Let's get to our first video clip that talks about getting into a better mindset. And I'm just going to warn you, this lady is dishing out a little bit of tough love when it comes to her recommendation. So now that I've warned you, let's get right into it.
I went from not working out at all to 6 days a week, and this is how I did it. You have to change your mindset. One time I went out with some friends to a concert. We were all partying kind of late. When they were dropping me off, they were like, "Are you gonna go work out tomorrow?" And I said, "Yeah." And they go, "I can't believe you're gonna go work out. Like, how do you want to do that?" And I said, "It's not that I want to, it's that I have to. It's not a choice. You have to change in your brain the idea that working out is a choice. It's not. It's your job." I started treating working out like it is a job. Do I wake up in the morning and think, I don't want to go to work sometimes? Sure. Do I still go? Absolutely. Because it's my job. I can't not go. The only difference between working out being your job being a job, is you get paid differently. When you go to your job, you get paid in currency. When you work out, you get paid in a life full of mobility, freedom to go where you want, when you want. I could go on and on the list of health benefits for working out. You're just getting paid in a different currency. I've heard people out there say, if you're healthy, you want a million other things. You want tons and tons of money so you can buy this and you can buy that and you can do this. If you're not healthy, all you want is your health. That's how priceless working out is. The job that you have of taking care of your body every single day in some way is the most priceless job out there. It's worth more than any other job that exists. It's tough love. We're gonna make time. I have 2 kids, 2 jobs. lots of hobbies, and I wake up at 4:30 every morning. How do I wake up at 4:30 every morning? I set an alarm, and then if I open my eyes before I even let my brain think, I count down. I got this from Mel Robbins, is it? You go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're up. You don't think. On 1, you're up and you're out of bed, and you're stumbling to the bathroom and you're getting yourself together. You deserve it. Make the time. Don't tell me you don't have time. And you just have to change your mindset. It's not a choice. You wake up every day and it's not a choice. You just do it.
She gave some great tough love right there. She does exactly the same thing that myself and a lot of us who are capable of staying consistent to our workouts do. We look at working out not as something that is an option, something that we can push off to another day. It is our literal job. And last I checked, all of us only get one body. And once that body is done for, it is over. So you should treat your body exactly like that. It is that serious that you need to take care of your body. You're not going to be able to make poor choices and just wake up again tomorrow and do the same thing like it's never going to give any bad consequence. You have to appreciate that our bodies need to be taken care of and nobody else can do it for you. So yes, it is a bit annoying to think of it that way, but you know what else is annoying? Not being able to walk on your own, not being able to dress yourself on your own, not being able to bathe yourself on your own, and a host of other health issues that come up as you are negligent about your health and you keep just passing off doing the things you know you need to do. So why not wake up and take care of your body to the best of your ability? I understand that just getting up as soon as the alarm goes off can be a bit tough, especially if you're not a morning person and if you slept poorly. Let's get to our next video clip that shows a tactic on how to best change your mindset when it comes to getting up once the alarm goes off. Hit the like button if you're still with me, and let's get to our next clip.
If you cannot get up in the morning to work out, I have a major hack for you, and this is what I do to myself. This morning, I'm on my way to Pilates right now. My alarm went off, and I did not want to get up. Same thing yesterday. I'm like, I'm tired. I have a 2-year-old. Like, I need to get my rest. Blah, blah, blah. Next thought that I made myself think, I literally put this thought in my head. I said, bitch, do you want to be tired or do you want to be fat? Do you want to be tired or do you want to have abs? Do you want to be tired or do you want to get rid of your cellulite? Do you want to be tired or do you want to have nice toned legs, juicy, firm, lifted glutes? Do you want to be tired or do you want a snatched jawline? Do you want to be tired or do you want to get those endorphins from exercising that make you feel so good? Do you want to be tired or do you want to have those slim toned, slender Pilates arms? The answer to this question is always the opposite of being tired. So after I do this in my head for about 1 minute, it just makes it very easy to get up, brush my teeth, get dressed, and go do what I need to do. So try this out and let me know if it works for you. And you need to share this to your friend too that also can't get up for her workouts, because what is she doing? Summer's here already.
This is a great tactic to help get your ass up and moving once the alarm goes off. When the alarm goes off and your bed feels oh so comfortable and you're debating, should I go to the workout or not? Remember what you are giving up. There's always a trade-off. You can either stay in bed where you're comfortable for a few more minutes, and then you're gonna realize that you gave up the opportunity to have a better body, to have a better mindset, and to overall have better health. So if you find yourself laying in bed debating, should I go to the workout or not? Just remind yourself of some of the tangible benefits you get from working out and make sure they're not just about losing weight on the scale. Your mindset improves. Your body composition, as in how much muscle you have and how little fat you have, improves. Your self-confidence is a huge boost that you get when you work out. You get community from going to work out. There are a ton of benefits that you get from working out. So do yourself a favor and deal with the discomfort of getting out of bed and getting moving, because the discomfort you deal with now will lead you to the promised land and the rewards that you get later. And if you give in to temptation and you stay in bed now and you do that over and over again, later life will look a lot more miserable, a lot less healthy, and you're gonna wonder, how did this all happen? This is not the only mindset shift that I have for you. Hit the like button and let's go to our next video clip where I have another woman sharing her mindset shift that she does so she can get herself up and moving to do the work she knows she needs to do.
If you are lazy, I have a hack for you. And this is coming from one of the laziest people on planet Earth. By the way, I have my white strips in, so I might have a list, but like stick with me. This hack has kind of like rewired my brain. A prime example is like working out or doing my self-tanner. Those are two things that I fucking hate doing. But when it comes time to do them, I think, okay, the person that I want to be in my brain would do these things and they wouldn't complain about it and they would just fucking do it. And it's kind of like you're manifesting this for yourself. And then I think, okay, like, yeah, she would do this. And then I do it. And the person that I am becoming because I'm doing this little hack is the person in my mind that I'm like, oh, okay, that person would do this. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm not a very philosophical person, but let me know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Not to worry, I understand everything she's saying there. And quite simply, she is talking about using positive self-talk instead of the typical negative self-talk. Many of us spend way too much time talking about the things we suck at, the behaviors we're ashamed of. All the things that are negative about us seem to be the most pervasive words we use to describe ourselves to ourselves. And once you realize that you have a choice in what you say about yourself and to yourself, you can turn it in the right direction and talk yourself into becoming the person you want to be. Stop manifesting the worst version of yourself by simply talking about the negatives. Instead of doing that, talk about the positive things you want to see yourself do, and that will make it easier for you to do them. It all begins up here in your head. Cannot continue the negative self-talk cycle because the words you use to describe yourself are some of the most powerful words your brain will absorb, and you will become the words you use to talk about yourself. So if you're always talking about how you fall short on things, how you suck at things, how you're the worst person ever, or whatever your negative self-talk is, cut that shit out. It is not benefiting you. And in order to be better, you have to talk to yourself better because the words you use to describe yourself will be the words that pivot you towards becoming that version of yourself that you want to be. So now that we've covered some of the self-talk that will get you up and moving, I got a couple clips to give you some tips on how to actually make the action happen once you have gotten your ass up and you've started to move and now you're making your way to the gym. Let's hit that like button and let's go to our next video clip.
This is what I do when I do not want to go to the gym. I get myself a coffee on the way. I wear my basically PJs. And I just tell myself, you're gonna go walk on the treadmill and watch some TV. And if I get in the mood while I'm there, because you know, it's all about the experience. I got my coffee, I'm walking and watching TV. If I get in the mood to work out while I'm there, great. If I don't, at least I still showed up for myself and didn't break that habit that I have built to get to the gym 3 days a week. You have to keep showing up for yourself on the days that you really don't want to do it because those are the days that are the most important. You cannot break promises to yourself over and over and over. You have to continue to follow through even when you really don't want to because that builds discipline, routine, healthy habits, which is everything that you need in order to have a long, healthy life.
I really like what she said there because she's basically summarizing what it means to set realistic expectations for yourself. She sets the expectation that she's going to go to the gym 3 times a week, and while she is there, she's going to do a little bit of cardio while watching TV. Is that a perfect workout? Nope, but it is better than not going at all. And especially when you're just getting started, it pays off to do a little bit of something rather than allowing yourself to get away with doing nothing. And doing a little bit of cardio at the gym is a fantastic way to get started. Put a 30-minute timer on and just do any form of cardio that you enjoy. And once that time is up, if you want to do some more, great. If you want to get out of there and go home, that's also fine because you at least hit that low-hanging expectation of getting a workout done 3 times a week for at least 30 minutes. Set the bar low. It should be low enough that it is almost laughable for you to not make it happen. One of the biggest issues many people have is they set the bar way too high when they're just getting started, and it is far too easy to miss the mark when you set the bar high. But when you do what she does here by setting that bar at a realistically low level, getting over it is a lot easier to do, and that leaves you a ton of room to do a little bit more than planned. And as long as you are at least meeting expectation, you're staying disciplined by doing it, especially on the days when you don't want to, and you're staying consistent. And consistent discipline is all that it takes to reach your goal. The end of the day, as long as you are showing up and doing a little bit of something, you are a million miles ahead of all of those people that allow themselves to continue to do nothing. I got one more clip to show you. It's another tactic on how to increase your workout time. So let's get to it.
If you want to lose weight, but you literally cannot be motivated to save your life, I'm going to put you on to the number one tip I have for my lazy bitches. One of the best things I ever did when I started my weight loss journey was pick a show, something on Netflix, HBO, it doesn't matter. The episodes have to be at least 30 minutes, and there has to be at least like 4 seasons. That is your treadmill show. And you're only allowed to watch that show when you're on the treadmill. I picked How to Get Away with Murder for my treadmill show. And if you know anything about that show, you know that every single episode ends in like a cliffhanger. And so I'd be like, I'd like watch the episode on the treadmill and be like, what the heck is gonna happen next? So what would I do? I would wake up the next morning and I would go down to the gym and I would put it on my phone and I would walk on the treadmill and I would watch the next episode. I don't like going to the gym, but I like watching that show. So I told myself I could only watch that show when I'm on the treadmill. So this is ultimately what worked for me. And let me tell you, I would show up every single day. Like originally I was like, I'm only gonna go to the gym like 3-4 days a week. And I ended up going 7 days a week because I just had to know what was gonna happen in the next episode.
I like what she's describing there because she is basically talking about habit stacking. That's where you take something that you want to do, like watching your favorite show, and you pair it with something that you have to do, but you're not always a fan of doing, like working out. And when you combine those two together with the less favorable thing paired with the favorable thing, your brain starts to associate the two together. Make sure that show is at least 30 minutes or more and pick 3 or more days a week to do it. And that is simply all you have to do to ensure that you're getting into the gym and you're spending enough time there doing something to make it worth your while. I have a strong suspicion that if you pick a great show with enough episodes, not only will you stay at the gym longer than 30 minutes, you'll potentially go more than 3 times a week like she did here. Let's recap some of the lessons from the video clips I showed you. First and foremost, exercise, working out, taking care of your body is a job, and you have to show up and do that job every day, whether you want to or you don't want to. And if you find yourself struggling in bed with, I don't want to do this, it's too hard, start listing off what you're giving up by staying in bed. If I stay in bed, I'm giving up the ability to drop my body weight down on the scale. If I stay in bed, I'm giving up feeling good after that workout. If I stay in bed, I'm giving up the opportunity to trim down my waistline. All of those things are what you are giving up by staying your ass in bed. So if you struggle with getting out of bed, you need to start comparing, if I don't do this, I won't get that. That will help you get going and moving out of your bed. And another thing that will help you get going and moving out of bed is set the expectations low so that all you need to do is just go to the gym for 30 minutes and do something. And a way to make those 30 minutes a lot easier is to pick something pleasurable like watching your favorite show or listening to your favorite podcast and make it so that when you are doing that action, it has to be while you are at the gym or doing something active. You follow those recommendations and I assure you, laziness will no longer be a factor when it comes to getting healthy and staying healthy. Let me know your questions and disagreements in the comments below. By making it to the end of the video, that tells me that you learned something. So if you haven't done so yet, hit the like button and share this video to someone that will benefit from the information. I got another video coming up that's going to showcase just some of the idiotic ways we overspend when it comes to eating. Give it a watch, and I'll see you on the next one.